Welcome to Pause for Peace and Merry Christmas. I hope you have had a wonderful celebration. This podcast is releasing to you on the first Sunday of Christmas, December 28th, which happens to be the fourth day of Christmas. So hopefully your true love has sent those 4 calling birds to you so that you can celebrate the season, these 12 days that lie ahead. I have been thinking about the Gospel of Luke. The Gospel of Luke is the only gospel that actually tells us the birth of Jesus. There's a lot of scholarship around if that is something added in later or what exactly it is. But the way the story comes to us is that this amazing young woman who is called by God hears this angelic announcement that she is going to be the bearer of life for God in the world, that she will open herself to become a mother, a young mother, and be the one to birth Jesus into the world. We have this whole story throughout the Gospel of Luke that we rehearse on Christmas Eve. We hear about the angelic announcements, we hear about the songs, we hear about the shepherds, we hear about eventually the wise ones come from the east. That's yet to come with Epiphany. But we hear all these stories on Christmas and this amazing reminder that the essence of God, the Word of God, becomes flesh, dwells in us. It's this beautiful reminder of the gift that humanity and divinity is all wound up together, and that we are here to be these life bearers in the world. And according to the Gospel of Luke, this young woman who's just given birth is taking this all in, and she ponders this all in her heart. I wonder if you realized from the start that Jesus is born to a mama who is a mystic. There she is in the messiness, literally, of the birthing room, and she is reflecting upon the presence of God through this whole experience of giving birth, of finding a place, not really in a stable as we see on the Christmas cards, but most probably in a cave out back where the sheep would be bedded down for the night. And fortunately, they're able to be in this place so that she has some surrounding, and it is in the womb of the earth in this cave that she herself opens her womb and gives birth. And this amazing experience that she has, and those who come to honor this child, that it's all the outsiders that are welcomed in at the birth of this child. And there she is, just pondering what is God up to in this world? What is God wanting in my life, and how is God showing up, even as this little child is just being born into the world, being welcomed by those that other people want nothing to do with, these shepherds coming, these people who are hearing these proclamations, having their own mystical experiences of God, and they're gathering together to behold this amazing thing that God is up to. Mary, according to the Gospel of Luke, ponders it all in the space of her heart. So if you're following Pause for Peace, you know that I encourage us all the time to turn inward to the space of our heart. This is the place of the mystical experience. This is where we as human beings have the opportunity to have this energy of our heart opened so that we are able to connect with the God that is within us, with the God that is in all things. So for this first Sunday of Christmas, if you're not a part of Hillwood Presbyterian Church, I know this is going to sound radical, but we've taken a Sunday off just so we can be in our homes for this day, take a little breather on this fourth day of Christmas, and pause and have this time where I'm going to invite us all to ponder our own experience of Christmas through the center of our heart, this energy, this chakra of our heart space. So if you'll get yourself comfortable for just a moment, I'm going to invite you to get your feet flat on the earth wherever you are, because isn't it amazing that our feet connect with this earth where we believe Jesus himself lived and walked somewhere around this world, and our own feet can connect into the energy of the earth just like his feet connected into the energy of the earth. And just like Mary, that mama who was like pushing life out of her, she is there connected in the very messiness of the earth, opening herself to all that God will do. And for these few moments, we can pause, be grounded into the energy of the earth, invite it to come in so that our own heart spaces can be open. And we can turn inward, that we can connect with the mystical beings that we are, because God will speak to us through our heart as well. So if you take a deep breath, you might even want to place your hand in the center of your chest, right there in your heart space. Oh, take a deep breath from your belly and release it. And open up this energy of your heart, which becomes the portal for you to connect with God, for the divine to interact and give you the experience today of reflecting upon, of pondering how God has been present in your experience of Christmas this year. So I'll invite you to take another deep breath from the belly. Hold it just a bit before you release. Settle in for a little bit of quiet in the midst of these days that can be filled with so much busyness. With that intention that you are pondering in your own heart where you have seen God in the midst of your experience of Christmas this year. If you find yourself being pulled out of the space of your heart, then once again, take that deep breath. Set that intention to be opening your heart space, getting out of your head, letting your body like shake off all of the stress and strain of holiday preparations and celebrations, so that in just a little bit of peace, a pause right now, you can reflect upon, you can ponder how God has been present in your Christmas this year. As you're listening in the quiet, opening to what God is revealing to you, it might be something you're seeing, it might be a memory like flashing in your mind, it might be a scent coming back to you, it might even be something you're feeling on your skin, like the tingles you might have experienced when you heard beautiful music during this season of Advent leading into Christmas. Or maybe it was the laughter you experienced amidst the challenges of your year, the losses, the sadness, the shifting sands you've experienced, but yet you remember the way that laughter came as well when you gathered with others just to celebrate. Maybe there was a Christmas card that arrived in the mail at the very moment that you needed a pick-me-up, that you needed to feel connected with those who have been a part of your tribe throughout your life. In the silence, listen, watch, ponder how God has shown up in your Christmas experience this year. Let's take another deep breath from the belly, deep in the belly. Hold it for just a moment before you slowly release it. settle into your system. And for whatever has been revealed in this moment, in this pause, as you have pondered, if you will inwardly give some expression of gratitude for what has been revealed to you. And if you will set that intention that you will find a way to concretize that when you move forth from this pause, so that all throughout these Christmas days that are ahead, you will remember what you have pondered, how God has been experienced in your Christmas this year. And then when you're ready, I do invite you, if you've had your eyes closed, to open your eyes again and experience like the joy that comes when we enter into this space of our heart and when we too ponder what God is up to in our lives, how God is showing up each and every day. If we want to dive more into this whole way that we can be these mystical people who can connect with God in our daily lives, Myra Star has had an amazing book come out on everyday mysticism, which just unpacks how we can understand where God is up to, what the Spirit is doing in our days each and every day. And Barbara Brown Taylor has an amazing book as well, Altars in the World, that talks all about how we can experience and then ponder and reflect upon what God is doing in our lives each day. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the Christmas season. It does last 12 days until Epiphany, which is January 6th every year. And I hope you will come back next week to join us for the second Sunday of Christmas on Pause for Peace. Blessings, Merry Christmas, and get ready for a happy 2026.